A reading by St. Gregory the Great. What can we say of the prayer for vindication made by the souls of the martyrs beneath the altar, other than that it is a longing for the last judgment and the resurrection of the dead? Their loud outcry expresses their tremendous longing. A less insistent cry would be a sign of a weaker desire. The more a soul pours out its longing for God, the louder the sound of its voice in the ears of God's infinite Spirit, for desire is the language of the soul. In fact, if desire were not tantamount to speech, the prophet would not have said, "Your ear has heard the desire of their heart," Psalm 10:17. Now it not infrequently happens that the person to whom a request is addressed takes a different view of the matter from the petitioner. The souls of the saints, however, find rest through cleaving to God in their inmost being. How then can we speak of their praying for something, when their will cannot be at variance with the will of God? In what sense do we say that they pray, when we know for certain that they are aware not only of God's will, but also of what is going to take place in the future? The answer is that, united to God, they pray to Him, not because they want something they know to be contrary to His will, but because the more closely they are bound to Him in love, the more He inspires them to pray for what they know He wants to give them. And so they drink the water for which God Himself makes them crave, and, in a way we cannot now understand, the hunger they express in their prayer is satisfied by the knowledge they have of what lies in the future. Therefore, they would be at variance with their Creator's will if they did not pray for what they knew was in accordance with it, and they would not be perfectly united to Him if they were slow to express their longing for what He wanted to give them. God's reply to them is this: "Be patient a little longer, until the number of your companions in the Lord's service is complete." Revelation 6:11. To tell these yearning souls to be patient a little longer is to refresh and console them in their burning desire with the foreknowledge of what is yet to come. Their cry is then the expression of a loving heart's aspiration, and God's answer is to give them the assurance that their longing for vindication will be fulfilled. For Him to answer that they must wait for the gathering together of their fellow servants is to instill into their minds the willing acceptance of delay, and the knowledge that while they long for the resurrection of the dead, they can rejoice at seeing their company grow in number